the sounds separately. But when you put together with another word, so you're going to combine. It's always like that. It's a combination, you know. No one speaks English like, so that slowly. No. The language in general tends to be dynamic. Pa, 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 pa. So you put together and then you make the sound. That's why sometimes students have some problems with the listening. They say like, I don't understand that. Runs it. What is this word? And when they read the word, they understand because it runs it together, runs it. It sounds like a new word. And it's like, I don't understand this vocabulary, but it's two words that they know. So that's it. So you need to be familiar with the sounds of the words. Okay? So, all right, Fab. So you say s, z. Good. What about the last one? And again, I have to say that if you have like the voice sound, you're going to have this pronunciation. Z. But if you have the verb that ends in s, z, sh, j, ch, j, you are going to see that you're going to have a different sound. Why is the last one? Because in this case, if the verb ends in those sounds, you are going to have something that we call it sibilant sound. Sibilant sound. What's sibilant? Sibilant is the sound like s, sh, ch, j. That's sibilant. In this case, the rule is clear. Not only for verbs, but also for nouns. If you have a verb or a noun that ends in sh, for instance, like wash. So sh, the sound is sh. So if you add, the rule is add es at the end. Es. So es, but the word ends in s. Right? So in this case, you add one more syllable because you have sibilant sound. So you say, I wash, you wash, we wash, they wash. But he, she, it washes. Washes. A very common mistake. Oh, can you give me a kiss? Here, locally speaking, you know, here in Salvador, I do speak like this, please. When I speak Portuguese, I speak like people in general, right? There's no problem, because you need to place the language. I say, me dê uma kiss aí, véi. Me dê uma kiss aí, me dê uma kiss aí, véi. But the word is not kiss. The word is kiss. Yeah, kiss, like kiss. It's K-I-S-S. If you use as a noun, a kiss. The plural, kisses. You add one more syllable for the plural. Look, kisses. But what about the verb? If I say, I kiss my mom. I kiss my mom every day. You kiss your mom every day. She kisses. She kisses. She kisses her mom every day. Yeah, you are going to pronounce the same way. So like every morning I give my son and my daughter 2 kisses. 2 kisses. That's why you say, oh, difference. Pay attention to the pronunciation. Difference. But Fabio, difference is D-I-F-F-E-R-E-N-C-E. You don't pronounce the E? No, the E is known as magic E. You don't say difference C. No, I'm saying difference. The E is not pronounced. And the last letter, in this case, difference, it's E, but you pronounce the last letter, the letter before the last one is the letter C. You say difference. Oh, but the letter C has this sound. No, the letter C has 2 sounds. You have K and S, like difference. Difference. The letter C can be pronounced like the letter S. S. That's why you know how the plural say, oh, we have 2 differences. Differences. That's the way you should pronounce. But look, I don't notice when people speak, they pronounce that way. Because normally you don't say like, 2 differences. Only if you stop like that. If you use that and you put another word after, it could be any other words, you're going to combine the sound. I'm going to show you this. So, 2 kisses. If I say, my wife gives mean to gives me. Why you say gives? Oh, okay, Fab, let's get back, please. Because the word is give. It's Give. Again, you don't pronounce the letter E. It's magic E. The last sound is the letter V sound. Is V. Give. So you say gives. My wife gives me 2 kisses every day. Now I'm going to speak in a natural pace. My wife gives me 2 kisses. I'm sorry, my mistake. My wife gives me 2 kisses every day. Kisses every day. Kisses every. You put together. Kisses every day. So my wife gives me 2 kisses every day. Fine if you speak like this. There's no problem. Everyone will understand you. The problem is, don't expect native speakers to speak with that pace that you do. Like my wife gives me 2 kisses every day. Normally they really go like pa pa pa. My wife gives me 2 kisses every day. She really loves me. She really loves me, not loves. Yeah. I could speak English fluently when I decided to study pronunciation for 1 year. And I noticed how many mistakes I used to make. No problem. I made a lot of mistakes because mistakes are part of the learning process. Everyone knows that. It's necessary. You need to make a lot of mistakes. But I could really improve my pronunciation. And what I'm doing here, I'm providing you exactly what you need to improve your pronunciation as well. If you want to. Some people are okay with that English. No, Fab, you know what? As long as I make myself understood, fine. I don't want to do more than that. Great, no problem. But some people want to improve. That's the idea. You need to be better 1% a day, right? So if you improve your pronunciation, if you learn 1 word a day, of course your English is going to be better. So thinking of 2 months from now, 3 months, 6 months, a year from now, if you improve every day, it's going to be more than 360% a year. So, of course, you're going to improve. Just let me tell you one thing. A student asked me the other day, Fabio, is it true that you study English every day? On my way coming to my class today, I just recorded a video showing my student I was listening to English podcast. Yeah, I listen to English every day. I watch CNN every day. I always read in English every day. So you need to be in contact with the language, if it's possible, 24 hours a day. So that's why you're going to improve. That's the way. Sorry, it's better say now. That's why. That's the way you're going to improve your English. If you really want to learn to make your pronunciation a little bit better, your writing and reading. And that's the idea. That's the spirit. Okay, and this course is going to be basically for those people who want to really improve that pronunciation. If you are okay with the way you pronounce, no problem. As long as you make yourself understood, that's what counts at the end of the day. But you can improve, you can make it better. And that's the idea. Okay? So here we're going to have some examples here. As I said, if the verb ends in s, oh, I thought it was letter S. No, it's the sound. And how can I know that's the sound? Because I can see the letter S between two slash marks. 1, 2. So it's the sound. S. If the verb ends in z, if the verb ends in sh, Fabio, I don't understand those phonetic symbols. We're going to see some of them separately. For example, this one here they have between slash marks like a snake is the sound of SH. We're going to study the SH sound today too. The SH, SH have this sound. Shh, shh, like she, like shoot, like shh. This sound is represented by this third symbol here. We have s, z, and sh. The other one is zh. What is that? For example, vision. Television, that's zzz, that's the sound for this S. Zzz. The other one is ch. We are going to study the sound too today. Is the sound of CH. The sound of CH? Yeah, like local people from where I am from, Salvador, we pronounce Chia. Chill. That's the sound. Chair. We're going to study this sound today. Is it always like this? I'm always careful with this 100% always, this kind of stuff. Why? Because you always have some exceptions, You got to be careful, I'm always careful with that. Don't say always. We're going to see some exceptions today as well. And the last one, which is j, like J's. That we're going to see this sound as well. So if the verb ends with those sounds, so you need to be careful because you have to add one more syllable. We're going to put is, as you can see here in the example. He kisses. Not key. It's ki. This is minimal pairs. We're going to study this too. Minimal pairs. Like, for example, I would say, okay, ship, the same sound of she, sh. That's the symbol I showed, the symbol that we have here for the sound of the third one, sh, the snake one between, that's not a snake, but that's the symbol. The phonetic symbol, it seems like a snake. But that's the sound, ship. A ferry boat is a ship. If you change to sheep, is the animal, meh. Similar, right? Sheep, ship. Oh my God. Yeah, they are known as minimal pairs. We're going to study minimal pairs. When you see that similar, almost the same sound, but they have some slight difference between them, in terms of pronunciation. The sound is actually subtle, but it's noticeable. I can give one example. Can I say a bad word here? I think I can say a bad word. For example, if I change sheet, which is SHEET, sheet. Oh, can I have a piece of sheet here, like a paper? Or when you go to sleep, you need, when you cover the mattress where you sleep, the bed, you have the mattress, right? You cover with the sheet. Yeah, sheet. Exactly. But if I change from she, the long one, for a short one like kiss, shit, that's the bad word. So you should be careful with this. If you say that, if you change the pronunciation, it's the same as you say, oh, where are you going to? Where you headed? Oh, I'm headed to the beach. Huh? No. You say to the beach, which is BEACH. If you say the other word, it's a bad word, actually, when you refer to, Anyway, bitch, Actually, bitch is the female of a dog, but people use it in a different way. They call people like that, so it's a bad word. So you have to be careful, because if you change, it can be misunderstood, and it's not a really good impression you can pass on to someone. So be careful with the pronunciation, because it can be misunderstood, okay? All right, so kisses, as I said, she watches, and finally, it finishes. It finishes. It is not eat. No. Eat is the verb. I am hungry, so I need to eat something. Eat. If you use the pronoun, you're going to subject pronoun or object pronoun, which is pretty much the same. We're going to say spelling, of course. It. Check. It. Eat. It. Eat. But if I say eat is, you think someone is going to understand something else? No. They will see that you have pronunciation problems. Just that. Because it's not it is. It's it is. And that's another thing. The verb to be, she is, the verb to be is not pronounced is. No. You can check. Google that. You can Google it that if you want to. You can Google that, or you can Google it. Sorry, and you can get the dictionary, and you're gonna have the phonetic symbols. It's like this verb to be, is pronounced is, she is, not she is. No, Why? Because every vowel produces vibrational vocal cord. Every vowel produces vibrational vocal cords. It means they are voiced. In Portuguese and in English. I want to show you in Portuguese. Check this out. A, E, I, O, U. Voiced. You see that? Vibrates the vocal cords. You can feel the vibration here. You know, humming here in your throat. In English, A, I, O, U. Yeah. So the vowels have like they sound normally, not the sound, sorry. The vowels produce vibration in vocal cords. So when you end like I, if it's I or E, it's gonna be the vowel sound. You're gonna have a she is, she's crazy, she's crazy, that's like that. So you need to be careful, okay? So because sometimes people say, no, all right, so I can't even pay attention to the way people speak. Like sometimes I say is not a problem. Again, people, you don't need to be 100% perfect. I'm telling you, most probably I made some mistakes here, as we do make mistakes in Portuguese. I've already told you that. But the idea is to become better, to improve, as much as you can. So if you want to analyze technically speaking, it's she is. As I say, I am as intelligent as Cabas is. I said, I am as sounds like z, as intelligent as Cabas is. So that's the way. So is, as, because of the vowel sound. So you should be careful with it. Enjoy this video. Don't forget to like, to comment, to subscribe to my channel, and hit the notification bell so you're never gonna miss any update. Don't forget to share with your friends as well. And don't forget to leave your comment here to say what would you like to see next. See you next time. Take care.